Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon everybody. The first, let me introduce myself. My name is Nur Mufida Abbas and I am from Department of Midwifery, Graduate School of Hasanuddin University. And let me to present my study literature review. This title about test potential flavonoid from plants as blood sugar lowering medicine. Next. Okay, I will discuss the background of my literature review. Hyperglycemia is another term for elevated blood sugar levels and generally occurs in people with DM or diabetes mellitus. Diabetes mellitus is a metabolic disease caused by insulin deficiency or insulin resistance. This condition occurs because of a build-up in the bloodstream where when glucose comes from food, the body cannot properly process it using hormones produced by the pancreas gland, where the hormone in question is none other than the hormone insulin. Some researchers report that one of the antioxidant compounds, namely flavonoid, is able to improve the atherogenic index and insulin secretion so that it can control glucose levels in the blood. This flavonoid is thought to be an antidiabetic agent and is a natural organic compound found in plants in general and plays an important role in the prevention of diabetes and its complications. A number of studies have been carried out to demonstrate the effect of flavonoids using different experimental models, and the result is that plants containing flavonoid have been shown to have beneficial effects against diabetes mellitus. Next. Sebelumnya, the side effects of blood sugar lowering drugs have prompted research to find safer compounds derived from natural ingredients. Traditional medicinal plants used must be able to provide therapeutic effects. Scientific evidence regarding their efficacy and safety must pass preclinical tests so that their use can be accounted for. So research is needed to test the content of flavonoids from plants and their benefits as lowering high blood sugar levels derived from natural ingredients using the literature review method. Next slide. And this is methods that I use in my literature review. The search strategy was tailored for each term, including the database and research title. A total of 148 articles were identified from PubMed, Google Scholar, and Science Direct. There were 35 of them duplicates, so I resorted 48 journals that didn't meet the requirements for the year of publication, and there are 21 journals that cannot be accessed completely or incomplete. So based on the contents, there are 19 journals that are not relevant to the discussion and don't use experimental in vivo methodology. The journal search flow can be explained in the following schema. Next. And this is result from my literature review. Analysis obtained from 25 journals show that they are testing the activation of substance called flavonoid. In this test, we'll make the experimental animal in experimental diabetes mellitus condition or hyperglycemic using alloxan or streptozotocin. Alloxan is a chemical used for the induction of diabetes mellitus and has a chemical structure of 2,4,5,6 tetraoxypyrimidine, 1,3-diazinan, 2,4,5,6 tetron or EUPAC, and mesoxylurea 5-oxobarbiturate, and is a urea derivative that selectively destroys pancreatic beta cells in animals such as rabbits, rats, mice, and dogs. And then streptozotocin is a naturally occurring alkylating antineoplastic agent that is highly toxic to insulin-producing pancreatic beta cells in mammals. It has a better safety limit than alloxan because of its wide dose range and less frequent ketosis than alloxan. And research conducted by Skuldelsky also states streptozotocin induction is better used in making animal models of diabetes. Next. Discussion. Flavonoids are a group of bioactive compounds that are found in foods of plant origin and similar to antioxidants, which have various benefits for your body, such as being able to repair cells damaged by free radicals and can reduce the risk of cancer, hypertension, and diabetes. The benefits of flavonoids are as follows: anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, anti-diabetes, and antibacterial. Next. This is picture from flavonoid structure. It's explained that the flavonoid framework consists of an aromatic ring A, an aromatic ring B, and a middle ring in the form of heterocyclic oxygen containing, and the oxidized form of this ring is used as the basis for the division of flavonoid into their subgroups. The numbering system is used to distinguish the position of the carbon around the molecule. Various types of compounds contain an antioxidant activity of flavonoids as a group of natural antioxidants found in cereal, vegetables, and fruit have been widely published. Next. Okay, this is picture from aloe vera. The human body doesn't have an excessive amount of antioxidant reserves, so when a lot of radicals are formed, the body needs exogenous antioxidants. One of the compounds that have antioxidant activity is a group of phenolic compounds found in plants. The plant in equation is the aloe vera plant, or better known as aloe vera. This plant is native to South Africa, Madagascar, and Arabia. Some of the characteristics of aloe vera that are easily recognizable are its thick, fleshy leaves, long, tapering to the ends, green, and slimy. This plant has long been known as a medicinal plant that has been widely developed because it contains compounds of vitamins, minerals, enzymes, polysaccharida, polysaccharida compounds, and organic acids that are soluble in water and fat. According to research on aloe vera leaves, in addition to contain flavonoids, it also contains substances that are beneficial to health, namely alamodin, which belongs to the anthraquinone compound, which has the ability to lower blood sugar levels, where its mechanism of action is to increase the rate of glycogen synthesis by inhibiting glycogen synthase kinase 3 beta. It's very useful in reducing the ratio of sugar content in the blood. Next. Well, conclusion, diabetes mellitus occurs because of a build-up in the bloodstream, where when glucose from food cannot be processed properly by the body using a hormone produced by the pancreas gland or insulin hormone. One of the plant content that can reduce high blood sugar is flavonoid, and its group of bioactive compounds that can regulate glucose absorption and homeostasis with targets, namely disaccharida, and many found in plants. One of them is in the aloe vera plant. This plant, in addition to containing flavonoid, also contains substances that are beneficial to health, namely alamodin, which belongs to the anthraquinone compound, which has the ability to lower blood sugar levels. Next. So these are reference that I use. Okay, next. Next. These are all my reference that I use. Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.